there's nothing wrong with us. Hey, friend. Woo!
It's been rough, y'all.
Real rough.
Rough. Lord, baby Jesus.
But we back though. But we back.
Yeah, I think we have discovered that we are just, we like to be in the hood
We do.
and
We
we
do.
don't want to come up out of there. We don't
I
care
do.
how many stories are written about the hood. We just want to stay
We
there.
just want to stay there. That's
And
how I say.
we try. We try to expand our horizons and I mean, good thriller, take me there. I love a
Mhm.
good thriller. I started with thrillers when I was younger, so that's always going to be, one of my things too. But definitely urban fiction. Urban fiction just has our heart,
It
and
does. It does. And it's just got me in a chokehold. It's just got me. And it's got a tight grip on me because
hmm
now that I'm experiencing or trying new things and I'm still looking for my things that make urban romances and other books, and that is not a good thing.
remember when you used to read other things like contemporary romance and things like that? Do you remember what the first book was that you read that was an urban romance? Since you've created your book talk, Bookstagram, all of
Okay.
that, and been doing reviews and all that kind of stuff on Book Recs, do you remember what the first book was that you read that took you over to their side permanently?
Absolutely. It was the Hood Flower Girl by Monique.
Okay.
I didn't
That was
know
a good
such
one.
I
I enjoyed
never
that
knew
one.
it ex I didn't know urban romance really existed. I was just like, "What am I
What?
reading?" I didn't, friend.
Really?
I didn't know. I was like, "What am I reading? What is this? Hmm, why does this
So you
feel
didn't
so
read
off?"
no urban
Mm,
romance back?
I didn't. I didn't really read. Because you have to think about it. Eric Jerome Dickey, I read that. I read that wasn't, but that was still like contemporary romance.
Yeah, that's true.
I had never
No Zane, no Sister Soldier.
didn't. Well, wait. I would say Sister Soldier. Yes, fam. Yes, okay, so I did. But it it had been so long, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
hmm
getting back into
Yeah.
reading, I was stuck in contemporary romance. I was just there. And then I was like, I saw somebody was like, "Oh my God, this is such a good book." And I was just like, let me go check this out. And I was just, my eyes was open and I was like, I love it here. I'm not leaving. Mhm.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. For me, I think it's gonna have to be Product of the Street. And crazy enough, I still need to finish that series. I still have book 4. How many books is it? 5?
It's 5 books.
I
Yes.
still have book 4 and 5
I
to read.
stopped at 3. I did stop at 3 because I had other things started coming out, and I just never made my way back to it. I mean, it was good, and I loved it, baby, because, I love a good shootout. Shoot at the club, fight at the club, on the couches, drinking,
There's a lot
all those
going
things.
on. There's a lot going on in there, but that one and Demon's Dream yeah, took me back
Okay, okay,
to that
okay.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
friend, I love it.
Yeah. So hey guys, welcome back to the Bookbesty podcast. We
Yes.
are here, another thriller book for the week. And yeah, it was definitely different for us because
Very.
again, like I said, we are diehard urban fiction girlies.
We are.
And we try to expand our horizons, but sometimes we just we want to get back. And after what I last read, my mind is still there, which was the Slum series by Couture B. So I'm still over there. I haven't left because there was so much going on over
'Cause you in the
there.
hood. You
I'm
in the
in the
projects,
hood.
okay?
I'm in the
And I
projects,
love it over
baby.
there, baby.
Yeah. So I need to, I got to get back in the thriller world. But yeah, this week we read what Chosen by a Vampire by Juanita Thomas, my first book by her. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about this week. So what have you read up until before we read this? What have
I
you
read
been
before
reading this
this.
week?
What did I read before this? Oh my goodness, it was good. Salvage My Soul by Antoinette Sherrill. I was over there today.
What's that?
That was really good. It was really good. It took me 2 days to get through it. And it was definitely heavily focused on grief and depression and suicide. I mean, she had all the things in there. It was very heavy, so I needed something to give me lighten my load, I guess, after that to come out of it
Mhm.
because it was very heavy. It was
Well, it
very
sounds
heavy.
like it. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
It
Yeah.
was, but I loved it. I loved it. I ate it up.
Yeah.
Ansel and Shabria can't do no wrong, but she would have you crying in the
Mm-mm.
corner. And I like to go over
Mm.
there in the corner, but then I need the next book. I can't be in the corner. Don't keep me in the corner, okay?
Yeah.
You need to drag me right on over to something happy, some crazy man that's delusional as hell. That's why I need to,
Yeah.
I love that. That'll be pull me right on out of it. But that was a really
Mm.
good 5-star read. I highly suggest it. But I definitely suggest checking your trigger warnings because
Mm.
it
Yeah, that
had
sounds
a
really
lot,
deep.
a lot. And it was definitely about I guess my thing was, if I would have to say to anybody about reading, can two people who's grieving and life is broken, and they're both addicted to some type of substance. It
Oh.
was just, baby, it was terrible. Baby, it was terrible. I mean, I was thinking two addicts can't be together. Some y'all gotta do something, you know. But I love that she likes to touch on reality. You know what I'm saying? Like real hard things. Like she don't shy away from
Yeah.
hard subjects. And I like to go over there because I like
Yeah.
to sign up for her,
Yeah. It
you
is
know?
very relatable, even if you're
Mhm.
not the
You know
person that's
somebody.
going through
You
right.
know
You
somebody.
know people are out here living
Mhm.
like that and experiencing these things. Yeah, it's good to see a
Right.
perspective, you know
And
what
they
I'm
were
saying?
masking it because I feel like they were functioning addicts. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a school teacher and there was signs, but there was no signs because in front of people she was able to hide it. He, on
Yeah.
the other hand, was not able to hide it very
All up
well.
with it.
He was throwing up, drunk everywhere. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, baby, baby, were you blacking
Yeah.
out? You fighting people? He was, and then he was trying to be there for her. Sir, how?
Mhm.
How? Please explain to me.
Yeah.
Y'all was just a
Yeah.
tragic story, honey. But
Yeah.
I love stories like that, though. They make you think, take you out of the box, take your emotions all over the place because you're rooting for them and you want to see them together.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, hey,
Right.
go individually and get yourself together,
Mhm. And then come back
then come back
together.
together. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's a standalone, so you can read it by itself. I like some standalones. I love series, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You be eating
that's
them
what I
series up.
read. Baby, I eat them series. I'm going. What you read?
I'm try
I'm
I'm
on
trying to
book.
get like you. Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that another book that I'm reading, I right now, Tony Wacko, baby.
What's is that?
Girl is 5, and I'm only on book 3. I'm on
Oh my
book.
god. I get so scared. I get so scared. If it's more than
So
3 books, I'm like, you
I
know what?
don't. And who wrote it? Siobhan Latrice wrote it. Siobhan Latrice is going to give you delusional characters, females characters. She's going to write a delulu character because all the girls are delusional. There's no way in hell Tony Wacko could talk to me the way that he do. We both going to jail.
Yes.
We're going down for domestic violence because I'm
Mhm.
gonna get your ass back. Okay,
Yeah, I seen Mika the plan is to be booked stories and she was on there talking about because she was reading the series too. And she was just
friend.
saying like, ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no
Like,
way. There's no way. There's no respect from like I wouldn't recommend this to a sensitive woman or maybe like a woman who has experienced domestic violence. This is not your judge. This is not your comfort.
mhm.
This is not your book because Tony do hit women. Most of our men in our books be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my cousin to come jump you," or "I'm a Tony." You say the wrong shit to Tony, he gonna whop your ass right on across the back of your damn head. You know what I'm saying? I find it funny. You know what I'm saying? I do. I'm like, I ain't got no problem with
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I also wouldn't mess with him because his last name is Wacko. That's enough said for me. That's enough. Baby, baby, right in your face, red flag. So, of course, if I found I got a softer side of a person who asks for a book recommendation. No, he's a little delulu for the wrong reason. And his little gang of guys that he hang with, it's a mess. It's cheating on your wife, the wife supporting you, she a lawyer, you out and it flew you out to where Atlanta. I don't know where they at, but I think so. And
No.
baby, I ain't rooting for nobody. I ain't
Wow.
reading for them. And the best friend, baby, if that's kind of best friend you got, I don't want it. Setting your
Mm.
people up to get killed, like it's crazy. And baby, it's crazy. It's crazy. Making bad decisions. Tony Wacko is your man. Why would you go to your ex house to confront him about something? And this man, well, I don't think she knows that Tony has her location or like on her phone or in her car or something. She said she was going to get her nails done, and she comes back. He got the baby because, of course, they had baby. Spoiler alert. But he was like, she did go get her nails done, but afterwards. So he was like, "Where you been?" She like, "I went to go get my nails done. You like them? I got them white like the way you wanted." And he's like, "Don't play with me. Where the hell you been?"
Why would you think if you know you're dealing with a crazy nigga, like in my mind, how I move, I'm gonna be paranoid. I'm gonna be like, oh, he probably got my location. He probably know where I'm at. Like, I'm gonna be thinking like that. You know what I'm saying?
And she's stupid because you go over there to your ex-boyfriend house who also not sold you off, but told his manager that he could sleep with you when y'all were together and almost raped you. And you go over there, you open the door, they close the door behind you, and then nigga sit on the couch. Bitch, I'm like, oh, why? Why are you even over here when you got Tony? Why are you over here? That's what I mean by she know how to write women that piss you off because they're making
Mm-hmm.
stupid choices. You could
Yeah.
have went to Tony and told Tony you found out some information about this nigga and you want somebody to take him out and let Tony deal with it. That ain't what she did. That's where I'm at in the book. I'm like, girl, and everybody relationship is shitty. So I don't in that book I'm not. Tony has turned on me because he's a little bit softer. The first book I was like, ain't no fucking way, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
You
I would
got
have to
to
shoot.
know.
I would shoot that nigga in his pinky toe and then call the police on myself. Do you hear me? Like that's I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
And he is crazy.
He is.
Like,
He's.
why do
eh,
y'all love him? Because he is
I don't.
crazy.
No, I don't love him. I love reading about him. But he ain't no book bag. Hell no, hell no. Because baby, I'm telling you, we gonna be dysfunctional, baby. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't care how good you can put it down. Okay. I'm finna go. I'm finna go. And his reputation is so bad that other women don't believe. It's one girl that really likes him and he don't care about her. He call all types of names in the book every time he see her. She gonna say, "Oh, Tony said he gonna look out for me." They looking at her like the only person Tony look out for his mama and his sister. So how we know you lying? Why you lying on him? Now if we go tell him, he come over here and slap your ass, then it's gonna be a
Right,
problem.
upside the head. Yeah.
I really want to see how they grow, how all the characters, because they're all shitty. Yeah, all of them are. All of 'em.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, if you can handle it, I recommend it. It's
Well, there we have it.
hello.
Yes. I don't know what's worse. So I've been reading The Slums by Katori B, and that is the
Yes,
most ghetto shit I've ever read in my lifetime.
no book
So
bays in there
yeah.
either. There's no book bays in there.
No, everybody is fat up. Okay. And I ain't talking about this a little bit. I'm talking about fucked up a lot. Like, listen, y'all.
For
When
real.
I say this
Be
is
my
the most
life.
ghettoest book I have read
Yes,
ever
most
in
ghetto.
my life. Okay, tomorrow I'm turning a new age. Okay, I am in my 40s. Within
Happy
my
early
40s, thank
birthday.
you, friend.
Happy early
Within my
birthday.
40s, this is the most ghettoest book I've ever read in my entire life. Okay, and I've
Absolutely.
been here for a while. I've been on Earth for a while. This is ghetto.
That's
Trust me
it.
when I tell you. If you don't like ghetto shit,
This
you
ain't
don't
the
like
book for
this,
you. You
okay?
won't.
Because this
Mm-mm.
book is ghetto as hell. I'm
Girl.
talking about we got STDs, we got kids taken away, we got shootouts, we got transgenders fighting, we
Yes.
got roaches.
Everywhere. 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 Everybody passing around one girl. Like, what are we doing? Ma'am, you're open to everybody. When is closing
Everybody.
hours? Okay. Just everybody.
There is no closing hours, baby. We are 24/7. We're operating 24/7 around here, okay? 24/7. Like, listen, I said this right here is crazy. Because I know what you told me, right? Reading it is a different story,
It is.
okay?
It
And
is.
when you just see and I was thinking back as I was reading, I was like, I'm thinking back in my mind, like, she told me this
I
was
did.
ghetto.
I
She
did.
told me some of the things that was going on. I'm seeing them. I'm reading them. My eyes are seeing it. Like, what?
Yeah. You say what the fuck while you reading that book a lot. Give me that what the
Yes.
say, no ma'am. No ma'am.
And the
Nothing
crazy
else.
part about it is, you know that people are out here living their
Living like
lives like
that.
this, and I don't care what
Absolutely.
city you stay in, there
Mhm.
is a projects just like
Mhm.
this. This
Yes.
shit is
Yes.
happening right.
Yes, and it's crazy that you're not you don't have anybody that you're really rooting for in the book, but it's so addictive. It's so I gotta see what happened next. It's like you
Yes.
wanna be like a fly on the wall and be like, I wanna know what's happening in the slums today because as soon as
Yes.
the people wake up, they are on one. Do they even go to sleep though? That's my
Barely,
thing.
barely.
Because it's
And they
3 and
only
4
go to
o'clock in the
sleep
morning.
because why? Why do they only go to sleep? Somebody to knock their ass. That's the only reason why they're going to sleep.
Yeah, yeah, and it's always somebody getting killed. Police always over there. Yellow tape. They go everybody outside. Like what happened? Like it is. You got to experience it for yourself. Okay, it is really good, but it is really, really ghetto. Really ghetto.
Listen, I grew up in the county where I live, right? But when I moved out, I moved to a couple of hoods, right? And I ain't never been like, I like the hood.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna front. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I like the hood because I don't. It's just different, you know.
It is.
Now,
It is.
granted, all the shit that was going on, I don't want to be a part of,
No, but I
but
definitely want to be over there and see
I want
some
to
of the
be on
stuff
my
that's.
porch looking.
I want to be on the porch watching. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, yeah, because there's
You be
always some
knowing
shit
too.
popping up.
You be like, the feds right down there at Dante them house. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you
Very.
know, the county is boring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't
But
nothing going on. No, there's
the
nothing.
hood, oh baby, take me there. I want to see.
Let me
I'm
tell you.
like I said, I'm gonna sit on my porch
Live
and I'm gonna watch all the
all
shit
day.
go down.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And that's
So
what you
if y'all
get
have
on
not
the
read the
throne.
Slum series by Katori B, get into it. I am definitely moving on to Selfish. I see the
That
new
was good.
cover for it that they got at the
Mhm.
what was the event? The Southern Heart Kisses. There's a new
So,
cover. It's so
mhm.
pretty. I was
I loved
jealous.
it. It was so pretty. I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my gosh." Selfish was so good, and it was so Kasora B is really good at capturing just somebody who has gone through what the girls have gone
Mhm.
through. So that's how you're gonna
Yeah.
feel in Selfish too. Selfish is really,
Right.
really good. And I didn't get into the end of the book as to because I didn't feel like the girl was selfish throughout the whole book. I was just like, why is the title called Selfish? This girl literally took care of her sister. That is the most not selfish thing ever. You know what I mean? But you'll see. She gets you at the last chapter and you be like,
Okay.
oh my yeah. So it's
Yeah,
good.
I
I highly
definitely hope to
recommend it,
read it
friend.
before the end of the month because
Put
I'm
that
just on
up
this
high on your TBR.
Katora B train right now. So
I love
yeah.
Couture. Oh my God, the covers of the other books that she's written, and I know she said that they're YA books, but I'm gonna get them to 'em because I know what it was like when I was in high school. And if they doing the
Mhm.
things that was going down in my high school, baby, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Mhm.
Are we skipping
Yeah.
school, smoking weed? Who's
Mhm.
pregnant? I want
Right,
all of it.
exactly.
I
Cause you
want
know
all of it.
that even though it's YA, it's gonna be that ghetto shit
It's gonna be
going
our
on.
It's totally different. It's
Yeah.
not that suburbs. Well, I don't want that. I can't relate to that. My kids can, but I can't. Okay. Okay. I tell my
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
the most ghetto thing you know is your mama. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah.
So yeah. So that's what I've been reading. And I also started on Audible, Soul Ties. So yeah.
Woo, the pain is a 10. Soul
Baby.
Tides. The pain is a 10. And you gotta keep going with Soul Glitch. And it's one more. I don't know the name of it, but I read all three. And it
Mm-hmm.
was oh God.
See, I didn't even know that was a series. See, I
Baby, it's
be
a
getting myself
series.
into stuff and don't
You
even be
do, and
knowing
yes, you
what I'm
do.
getting myself into. I didn't even know that was a series. I thought that was a
Ate it up.
standalone.
Ate it up. One of those, I was just like this. I didn't know how many pages in the damn book. I was just
Oh
clicking through.
Lord, baby
And then I
G.
was like, and then I was crying. Why, God, why? You know, just yeah. There's
So
another
in the
one
other
in the
books,
corner.
does it follow the same couple or is it a new couple?
Absolutely. If I was you ain't done with this couple,
All the
baby,
way
you at the
through? Okay.
beginning. You at
Ooh.
the beginning. It's gets
Mm.
why.
Oh my God.
Like I said, I rate the pain a 10, baby. A 10. I rate the pain a 10. Those are
Friend.
those books that stick with me. Those you be like, oh, how you remember this about the character? I forget. 'Cause I was through for a good 2 hours of sleep.
Okay. Okay. All right, friend. Yeah, I'm. I love me a good read. I mean, there's nothing better than a good story, you know what I'm saying?
Love
There's
it.
some stories out there that are okay, and
Mhm.
there's some that's just really, like you said, will stick with you. And I've been
They
reading some
do.
stick with you. So,
And
so
those are those books I recommend for people when I'm like, "Can you handle hurt? What's your life like? What, you
right.
gonna cry? You gonna
Hmm.
what's up?" You know?
Yeah.
'Cause it's
Yeah.
good. It's just that good.
And I'm glad that I'm not a sensitive reader. I'm glad that I'm not, even if I have been through something that's going on in the book, it
Yeah.
doesn't get me down. It doesn't get me depressed. I don't start crying. I just
That's
read it. I
right.
relate to it.
And you can
And
move
I,
in and out
yeah.
of it. I
Mhm.
am an emotional reader. I am. I
Yeah.
tend to feel the things sometimes. If the author's really good and connected with me, then it'll be like, "Oh my
Mhm.
god," like Savvy by Ashley Anson. I would never forget that book. I literally, it was like, "Oh my god," because I grew up with someone that reminded me of this character. It was like, you know,
Mhm.
it's like, "Do you know her?" Okay?
Yeah.
Um, situation. So it was very like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this book got me crying." I would say it's
Yeah.
only 3 books that made me cry. That one, you haven't read, Pretty Hurts by Alicia J.
Mm-mm.
I think that is the saddest, I would top by itself, saddest book I ever read. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yes, and that she could have titled it, well, I like the title that she chose. However, it could also, um, be titled Selfless. No,
Mm.
baby, it gave, "Baby, you close to Jesus." And no, baby, I don't know nobody else as
Mm.
pure-hearted and could have done the things that she did. I couldn't have did it. Highly recommend. Friend, put it in your TBR, put that
I
higher.
definitely will.
And
I
if that one
definitely
don't make
will.
you cry, I'm giving up. I ain't got nothing for you, friend.
I'm
You
not
thug
friend. I'm not a
passion, baby.
third.
You was a
I am a
two-pop
third.
reader.
Yeah. People already be like,
You
you have
is a
no
two-pop
emotion.
reader.
And I'm like, I'm not, it's not that I don't have emotions, but I don't know. I'm just not, things will make me cry.
Okay.
But I don't know. When it comes to reading though, I might be like, damn, that's fucked up.
Right.
One of those numbers. But crying, I have not, even when the story was super sad, I have not cried yet. I'm not a crier like that, so
I'm just but I'm
sorry,
a
like you
big
have no emotion.
no, no. I'm a big baby, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't cry all the time, but I know that I can be pretty emotional. Yeah.
We still enjoy the books just the same, and you cry, I don't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anywho, so this week's book we read Juanita Times, chosen by a vampire. I don't know if y'all can see it on my Kindle. Cover is fire. I cannot
Yeah.
lie. The
I
cover
love
is
the
super
cover.
fire. He looks super sexy. Bite me, I just want him to bite me. But
I love
here's my
it.
neck, sir. Here's my neck.
Here's my neck, baby. Take it.
Go
Take
ahead and
it.
take a piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we read that. Pretty good, different for us. We're not,
Very different for us.
like I said, we're urban fiction girlies, so yeah, it's definitely anytime we get into like anytime we get into things that are just not in the hood, because there's not motherfucking vampires in the hood. There's not flying wings and bats and shit like that, and magic and all that kind of stuff. It's different for us, and it's hard for us to process it, I guess, because we're just so used to being over in the hood.
Yeah.
So, um, this was definitely a different read. I I don't want to say I don't like vampires,
Yeah, because
but
I don't get down with vampires on the TV. I've never read a vampire book, though, you know?
yeah.
I
It's
definitely was a
different.
fan of True Blood. I love that show. I thought they had a
Mhm.
lot of cool, things were happening over there. Um, what was that? Twilight. I enjoyed Twilight, but I didn't read the book. I wasn't a Twilight person,
Yeah, me neither. Yeah,
but I did
yeah.
like the movies. I went to the movies to see each movie, I think. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I was like, I can get down with me a frozen man. Okay. Yeah. But this one was different for me, you know?
Yeah.
I just it wasn't a bad book. It's just very great. The writing was great. I enjoyed
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I liked is it Kildare, I think is his name. I think he was a
Mhm.
really good man, but I just think for me, I am used to being in the hood,
Mhm.
so it was like, wow, what is happening?
Yeah.
A lot in the story. I was like, what is I wasn't familiar with a lot of the stuff. Like I was like, a warlock. What is a warlock? Interesting. Okay. Then I had to look at what's a warlock. But she did do a really good job of explaining,
Yeah.
things.
The writing was
Um,
good. I love the writing.
I
I
did.
think
I love the
I
writing.
yeah, I definitely want to check out some of her other books.
Me too. Because I want to see what she writes in. Does she write urban romance
I think
or
so,
no?
but I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Well, if
I
if
think.
it's romance, I'll read it.
Mhm.
I'm just when I think of, I probably could have done it if he was just a vampire. At a vampire with wings. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like, oh, he has wings. And I was like, no, he has wings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know me, because I've tried
Yeah.
to read fantasy before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to, I wouldn't call it fantasy, but I don't know much about the fantasy world. I know I tried to dabble over there. And then when everything was normal, it was normal, it was cool. Then when the girl went off to college and she went in the woods and then lightning came from her hand. And I was like, no, no, I can't, no, 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 no. I can't handle the light. No, no, mm-mm, nope. That's just not my thing. So I felt like that was, but the underlining, story was really good. I thought it was sexy how he could, is it telecommunicate? Is that what they call it when you
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I thought that was
Mhm.
hot. Like, yes, take
That
over my
was hot.
brain and
Mhm.
we can I can hear you or communicate with
Yeah.
you and nobody
Mhm.
else will know. You know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, sexy hot."
Right,
But I can't.
before he even appeared, she
Mhm.
was hearing
She was
him.
hearing and I said,
Yeah.
"Yes, God, do that." Yes, I like that. I like that. I
Yeah.
can even do the biting, the blood. I'm cool with that. You can't mix a bunch of things in for me. That's what it is, and that's how my brain will, like, come out of the book, and I
Mhm.
don't stay in the book because I'm like, "Oh my god, what am I supposed to do now that he flies?" And I'm like "I don't want us to fly. Can we walk there?" I He was like, "Oh, he shimmered somewhere." And I was just like, "What is shimmering? What does that look like?" I picture him shimmering in my head. Now I know what a shimmy is, and I don't think
And
that's what
it's
the thing
like,
is doing in his damn book. I'm thinking like, but and that's when I said, "Okay, Aquarius, refocus and try to,
yeah, yeah.
yeah." But I couldn't do mm, I just couldn't do the
I
vampire.
think if you love fantasy, and you
Yes,
wanna try some urban fiction type. Well,
fantasy. I
I
think
don't know if we would call this is it
I wouldn't call it urban. I wouldn't say urban. They weren't.
see if you like vampires and things like that, warlocks and all that crazy
Yes,
stuff, then I think you would
yes,
like
then
this
I
book.
definitely you would
Mhm.
enjoy this. You would enjoy this. The
Yeah, if
whole
that's your
I
thing, 'cause
that's
you'll
the
get
thing,
it.
like, because 'cause you'll get
Yeah.
it. Absolutely. The pizza man coming to the door and he was the enemy. I loved all that stuff because that was regular stuff. But I
Yeah.
definitely would highly recommend it for someone who enjoy fantasy and this is your thing. This your book. Pick it up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because like you said, the writing style was really
I
good.
loved
I
it.
think the
Loved it.
storyline was good. Um, it's just different for
I just
us. We're
can't
just
deal
not
with
used to
humans
it.
not doing human things. I think
Yeah.
that's it. I don't think in any form or fashion I am going to enjoy a book where you can do supernatural. That's the word, supernatural. Aquarius, use your
Mhm.
vocabulary. I can't do things that are supernatural in books.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know, we're just like you said, we're stuck in other worlds,
We're
and
in the hood. Bow.
this is you never do.
If they gonna try to shoot the vampire, they gonna shoot his wings. Ain't nobody
But
shoot.
when they tried to shoot him up though, and he came back on their ass like, nigga,
Wow.
hey.
That wow.
And one thing for her, okay, first, okay, wait, let's rewind. So this story is about is it Tempo
Yep, tempo.
and Kildare. Okay, Kildare is the vampire in this
You just had
story,
him
right?
there.
And he's been obviously alive for many, many years, right?
Yes, he has.
And he met this lady, and the lady told him, hey, you know, at this point in life, this many years, you're gonna your woman, your soulmate, you're gonna find her. And so apparently, at some point in his life, he did meet her and they
Mhm.
had a thing going on, but something happened where they split apart.
Yep.
Well, he's out to come back to reclaim what's his, and he sees after her. So now he's popping up. He's working at the place that she works at. He's moving next door to her.
Yes, he getting his
Um,
woman back.
yeah, he's like, I'm on my way to get my woman, and she,
But she's
this it,
completely lost
this
her
forever.
memory. Like, she has no
Yeah,
recollection of this life with him at all. I thought some point in the story I probably could have got it wrong where I thought he had turned her into a vampire, but the fact that he was cold and she was warm, that I guess that was a thing that was like, well, maybe you didn't read that,
yeah.
or maybe I don't know. I don't.
You just
I
made
was
it up
like,
in
I
your
jacked
mind.
this up. Yeah, I was like, did I make it up in my mind that he turned her and then she wasn't turned? I was like, okay, okay,
Yeah. So yeah, that's the basis of the story. And so, basically we're following him, convincing her like, hey, we are locked in. Like, we're soulmates. I came back for you. And of course she's intrigued. She wants to know, like, who is this person? She
right,
feels, that she knows him, but she can't really put her finger on it. And so
yeah,
she's intrigued and she wants to get to know and see what's going on and see what's up basically because he's telling her all these things like, hey, this is what's happening. Remember when we did this? And she's like, no, I don't remember none of this, but then she kind of do a little bit. She knows that something had happened, but she's not really sure if it's with him, if he's crazy, what. So
right,
we just kind of go on that path of this, him
yeah,
convincing her and showing her like, hey, this is why you're mine. You're mine.
right.
The
I
sex
love
scenes
a
are
good
really
"You're
good.
mine."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoyed the
yeah,
sex
that was
scenes.
I did too. That was giving.
Yeah,
I was here
it
for
was.
that. Yeah, I
So,
was definitely here for that.
yeah, I enjoyed it, and I think, even though it wasn't our normal Jush, it was still a good read, and like I said, I wanna check out some of her other books and
I do too.
see what they're about because the writing was good. It was very good, and, I enjoyed it, so
I
that's
do
what we
too.
read. Yeah.
Yes,
Let us
honey.
know if y'all have read this book and what's your thoughts on it. Because it was definitely different for us, and I don't want to keep saying it
Very.
over and over again, but it's just the truth.
It was definitely outside of my genre, but I feel like you don't get to grow if I don't ever try. If I say
Yeah.
it was something wasn't for me, I want to be able to back it up and say, "Hey, well, I have dabbled in this one and I tried
Mhm.
this one, and I realized it wasn't for me." Instead of me just saying, "Oh, I don't like fantasy." But what fantasy
Yeah.
book have you read? I want to be able to come back with a whole conversation and say, I
Mhm.
tried it several times and
Yeah.
I couldn't
This
get
is
through it.
why. Yeah.
And this is why.
Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. So, what makes a good book for you?
Be a fine man, okay? I need you to be a fine male character. I need for him to be very dominant. I need him to be a manly man, okay? I need you to be unhinged, okay? I need you to kill for me in my books, okay? You just gotta unalive people left
Mhm.
and right, left and right. If they blink at me wrong, shut it down, babe. And when I say shut it down, I'm talking about to the grave. Put them on a t-shirt, period. Okay? I need there to be some type of illegal activities happening in the book. Doesn't necessarily have to be because I can do well within my little suburb 9 to 5 men. I do like them too, but I don't love them. I don't love them. They don't move mountains for me. Okay. They just do it a little bit. And I just be like, that was cute. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. I need a hood boy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I just need it. And I need for him to go around talking crazy to everybody. The crazier the better. The
Yeah.
crazier the better. I need there to be a connection where a really good recipe for a book is I need the storyline to be really good, where I'm very intrigued. Um, I need go back to the hood sometime. If we don't live in the hood and we live in the suburbs, our businesses, we need to go back to where they over there doing things. I just love the hood. I mean, I love a good started from the bottom too. I don't mm, necessarily enjoy those books where it's like That's probably why I don't like mafia books that much. What I'm gonna say don't like, because there are some that are top tier, and some that sneak in and you don't know you, and you're like, "Wait, nigga, now he
Mhm.
said did he say he the head of the how I'm just now I'm in chapter 32, this nigga just that's why he the head of the family. How the fuck it took me that
Mhm.
long to figure this out?"
Right.
That's a good thing. If you can give me a mafia book without me really knowing, because, I do have a problem with forced marriages, okay? You know how I feel about forced marriages. I don't know what the hell it is, but I need for you to have a struggle. For some reason, maybe because I was in the hood, raised in the hood, I need that struggle. I need to see your progression by the end of the
Mhm.
book. I don't like the snooty, I come from money, you on your high horse. That's a huge turnoff for me. And that's terrible, but that's the truth. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You always been up here, or your daddy was up here, your daddy did, now you up here. I don't be it don't hit the same for me. I mean, now don't get me wrong, I read it, but it just don't. I need there to be some jail activity. Put some on your books. That
Yeah.
commissary, baby. Yeah, we want to visit. Who we want to visit? I'm ghetto. I don't know what to say. I'm ghetto. I'm just ghetto, and I love it. So that's
Yeah.
my recipe. That's my recipe.
Yeah.
I like family. I like for it to be family. Like that's why I like series because that family centerpiece. And then you start depicting and pulling from the brothers. I do enjoy that. I love to feel like I'm a part of the family. So I do. I like those books. What about
When
you, friend?
you when we when there's series and like for instance the Crenshaw King series, and we're getting each brother's perspective, and and then we're watching them grow up all the way down to the
Hmm.
sister. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. That's one thing I do love about series, because when a series is like that, because you are literally, it's like you're growing up with these people,
You
you see where they started and then to where they're in, especially that series, because like Corey, he got on my fucking nerves. I hated him.
but I
But
loved him in his own
by the
book.
time his book came, right, I was like, okay, I see you.
See, but I never saw it coming because I hated him. He was the
Yeah.
most ungrateful little shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was like, and I
Mm-hmm.
was scared to continue, and I'm glad that I did because I was like, I don't know if I care about his little raggedy story. He was doing so much hateful shit over here,
Right.
you know.
But we saw the
Hell,
growth. We saw the
he did.
change, you know what I'm saying? We saw him level up on so many levels. So I love that. A recipe for me is basically the same stuff. I want a good strong man, a fine man. I want a man that is going to stand up for me, that's going to unalive somebody if need be. Um, I somebody that's gonna tell me to shut the hell up if need
Hmm.
be. Like I just want
Absolutely.
I just want all the drama. Just bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? I want him to female wise though. I love a strong female character. But I think I also love a character that's like stupid. Because I think that's what makes the book sometimes. Like when the character is
Okay.
not you be like, why are you putting up with this shit? It pisses you off, but
Right.
those bring out the emotions, because you be like, you know what, bitch, you're stupid. You need to do
Yes.
this, you need to do that. What would I do if I was in this situation? It just makes you think of all these different things, scenarios and whatnot. So, but I also love a strong FMC that's gonna check somebody and be like, no, let me tell you, let me get you together real quick. Let me let you know what it is. So, um,
I'm gonna get you back. Get my lick back. I'll get your lick
I
back.
love a
I
good
like a
look
good lick.
back.
I love a
There's
lick
nothing
back.
better.
Nothing
Because
better.
at the end of
It's
the
feel like
day,
justice.
yeah, as women, no matter what's going on in the book, when it comes to the man, as women, we're gonna stick with the women. We want to see them live. That's why when I was reading the slums, I was just like, even though I had already known that there was not gonna be the ending that I wanted, I was
Right.
just like, please, somebody come out on top, please.
Yes.
And top
You
Tasha got there partially. She was pretty
she
much
did.
there, but who knows what's gonna happen. It's just like I just wanted to see somebody level up, and they
Me
kept
too.
saying they was gonna get their shit together, and then it's like you're not getting your shit together. What are you doing? You keep making those stupid mistakes. But that made the book good though. You
It
know,
did. 'Cause the author
it's
don't just give you what you want because I don't
mm-hmm.
know how enjoyable a book would be if everything went the way I thought it should go.
And that's what it is right there.
Yep,
Honestly, when the
yep,
author doesn't give you what you want, that to me is what makes the book good. Because you
yeah,
know,
girl.
9 times out of 10, you're finna go down through there. You're finna feel all these different emotions. You're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna be doing all these
Yeah.
different things. You know, you're not getting what you want, what you expect. And so to
Mhm.
me, that's the best book ever that I can read. It's
Yep,
something that I don't expect to be happening. You know, you want to see
yep.
somebody do something good. You want them to level up, but if the shit don't happen, it don't happen, and you just be like,
Right.
okay, well, all right. That didn't end the way I wanted it to, but that's what made it good. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
made it good. You didn't give me exactly what I wanted, but that's what made the
Yeah,
book phenomenal. That's what got it
right.
stuck. I'm like, "Oh my god, this was so good."
Yeah. So
I don't
yeah, I
like a
mean,
book that is predictable. I know that the
yeah.
genres, they do stick to a certain theme, but it's the way you deliver it. You know what I mean? To us. I think who has Imma say Ashley Antoinette is wonderful at that. Oh my god. That
Yeah, because that
lady
moth
is
to the flame.
phenomenal. Baby, let me tell you. Never she is
Right.
phenomenal at being able to do that. I feel like Jaquel give us that too, and you don't always it's that element of surprise you still get. Now, Jaquel will hurt you, but she'll put you back together by the end of the
Mm-hmm.
doggone. She gonna get
Yeah.
Ashley Antoinette just gonna hurt you, and you just gonna be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's saying right.
she like deal with it, deal with it,
Yeah.
suck it up, Buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't giving it to you. Antoinette Sherelle does the same thing. I mean, but I do like how she'll let you know. Um, this book is not a romance. This is just urban fiction. Cool. Cool. I get where you're going, girl. I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting what you're putting down.
Right.
Who are real and to me, those authors tend to stand out because they excel at the I'm not going to give you what you want. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't know what I'm gonna give
absolutely.
you.
Mhm.
So
And that's the
yeah,
element of surprise. Yeah.
I love a good element
Mhm.
of surprise. Makes for a
Yeah.
great book.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is all we have for y'all. We, read some good stuff. We got what, one more week of thriller books. We're gonna read two
Yes.
that we're gonna be
Two.
talking about on the next episode. And it should be good. We got a little quick Halloween spicy novella, and then the other one,
We too.
I don't know what the other one is about, but it looks a little ghetto, so we're gonna try that
We
too.
like that.
And
We like that.
gotta get
We
out the
like
hood,
that shit.
friend. We got
I know,
somebody come
friend, it's
save us.
hard. It's so
We gotta get out the
hard.
hood. We gotta get out the hood, Lord. Mm. That's not what he wants for us. Mm. But anywho, so that's what we're gonna read next week. So y'all make sure y'all come back. We're gonna dress
Back.
up in some costumes. We're gonna have a little Halloween party.
We
So
are. It's gonna have a time. Where
yes,
we at?
yes. So make sure you grab your books, your drinks, put on a little costume. Come and
Come
join
hang
us
out.
next Friday. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I
All
can't
right,
wait. I
y'all.
can't wait to get into these next books and see what it's giving.
Yes.
All right, y'all. We'll
All
talk
right.
to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.